Yo, what's up guys, it's Sam here, welcome to the video. And today I'm going to be talking about the PvP dev blog that was made today. This is kind of different from what I normally make, because usually I don't make videos about dev blogs, but since it's a PvP dev blog, I feel like it was kind of necessary for me to make this, just because if you guys want to know my opinion, I feel like it'd be pretty interesting. My friend Evan actually told me I should make this kind of video because he thought it'd be interesting to know what I thought about it, which is, I guess, a lot of you guys would probably think the same way, but I'll probably link his description or his channel in the description as well, because he makes these type of videos like weekly. I feel like if you like this kind of video, like his videos as well, because he does like videos on updates and like a whole bunch of things about the game. So yeah, I'd probably check him out as well. So the first thing, I guess, is a pretty big thing. Untradeables in PvP. I know this has been discussed a lot. When people talk about PvP fixes, untradeables usually brought up a whole bunch. So right now, if you bring things like Fire Cave, Void, or whatever, especially Void, I feel like this is the most balancing issue with the Void, because you can pretty much bring Void with like Power Amulet, have really good range bonus, and risk actually like nothing. So if you die with Void, you can run back, pick it up, and just bring out your Power Amulet back out, and then go back out to the wilderness. It's just pretty broken because Void is really overpowered. Especially at the pure bracket and the Zerker bracket, it's really OP. It's like the most OP armor you can really get, I guess, for that bracket. So this definitely needed to be changed. I personally wish the Void and all the torso would get lost in death, but I mean, this is something different. I don't really see that thing passing a poll. I really wish it did, but I guess what's it's saying now is, so if I die with Void, or I guess Fire Cape Defenders and Barbarian all items, Cast Swords items, so it says right here, if you die with these things, you're gonna have to run back, pick it up, but it's gonna be broken. So with the broken set, in order to repair it, you have to pay like a small fee of like 100k, let's say, for full Void. And if the person that kills you for Void, let's say I kill someone Void after this update, I'm gonna get 75% of what the guy has to pay to repair it. So if Void is 100k, I'm gonna get 75k of that, and then 25% of it, so let's say 25k, will be just a coin sink, which is, I guess, good for like everything in general. Like if you don't PvP at all, it's just gonna be a good coin sink in general. So it's definitely gonna be a good thing. Alright, so next up is the wilderness content. I guess the first thing is the golden glory. It's a 125k chance of getting a glory after repairing your, or not really repairing, recharging your glories at the Fountain of Roost. So you have to go to like 50 wilderness just to even repair it, and there's 125k chance, which is pretty rare, to have a glory that has unlimited teleports. I don't really see this OP at all. I mean, people might think it's going to be OP for like runecrafting, I guess, and like the Abyss, but you have to remember, if it's 125k chance, you're probably going to be risking at least 10 mil. I'm assuming it's going to be at least 10 mil. So you're gonna have to risk an extra 10 mil, and no one's gonna like really runecraft with that, because the amount of time you're gonna get PK'd, it just isn't worth it for like the extra, I guess, for the extra charges, I guess, for the unlimited charges. Don't see it worth it at all. I guess I'll vote yes to this. Why not? I mean, I don't see what I'll use this for. Maybe just for like if I do clue scrolls or something. I mean, I guess having a glory that's unlimited charges is pretty good. Why not? Next is the Elder Chaos Root robes. This is a pure update. I don't know if it's gonna pass a poll, but I mean, if you're a main, then you can still make a lot of money by just camping these things. I'm assuming these things are going to be worth something, because right now there isn't any pure gear that's worth anything. Like the best in slot for mages is like, what's it, ghost robes, I think, and they're untradeables. So this is going to be actually worth something. So if you're a main, I guess you can camp this and make some money off this. I mean, yeah, one dev pure might get an update. I guess people hate one dev pures quite a bit, because they flame and things like whatever. I personally vote yes to all of them, because why not? I mean, it doesn't really hurt me. If anything, it benefits me, because I think the last thing that failed was the God DI chaps. If anything, they would make them worth more for clue scrolls. So I mean, I voted yes to it. Why not? Whatever. But I mean, if you're main, I mean, I guess up to you. But I feel like it'd be a good update just in general. Pures would risk a little bit more if they're max mage, so I feel like it'd be pretty good. So next thing is skip target button. This is, why not? I mean, I guess it's really useful if you just BH a whole bunch and you have like targets that are deep wilderness or like looters and they're really annoying. Instead of hopping worlds, it takes a lot of effort. You can just skip target, so it'll be a lot. I guess you get fights a lot more fast paced, especially if you don't want to get targets. You can just skip it 5 times really easily and then just get a penalty. So I guess it'll be pretty good for BH in general. So the next thing, I don't really understand what this is. I mean, why this benefits anyone, but right now, so if you see a target, it says the risk that they're wearing. It doesn't go by what it's in the inventory, but it goes by what they're wearing. So if they're wearing a God Sword, it's going to say they have high risk, and that only goes based off the alch value. And how this is going to change is, it's going to, instead of that being based off your alch value, it's going to be based off of the G value. I guess this is why not type of thing. It's a why not update. I don't really see this being useful at all. I don't really know who uses that. I mean, it doesn't make much difference, but I guess I'll vote yes to it, because it's just, I guess it's a why not, like I said. Okay, so next, this is going to be a little bit more for risk fighting and single PKing. I feel like this will affect single peaking or sorry, high risking a little bit more because right now, if I'm high risking, I might show a clip example if I can find something, but if I'm doing an AGS risk fight and the guy isn't wearing his AGS, he can drop his AGS at any time in the fight, and if I kill him and he drops it, he's got like about 50 seconds, let's say, to run back and pick up the AGS, and he most likely gets it back. This kind of hurts PvP a lot, or high risking a lot, because a lot of people don't want to risk things like AGS because of the amount of scammers there are. I hope they put some with inbox as well, because people can inbox it as well, which is pretty broken, but I mean, I guess you can ask them to show, but this is definitely going to help out a whole bunch, so people can't really just sit there and just drop an AGS and over risk fight and then run back and not lose it, so that'll help a lot for risk fighting. And for single PKing, I guess if you're about to die, you just drop all your gear. I guess this is going to be most useful for, I guess, Graves or Karenko teleport. That's like the graveyard by like 15 wilderness. So if you die over there, or if you're about to die, you can just drop all of your stuff and just teleport right back instantly, since the teleport is right there and you won't lose anything. It'll just make it instant so that like they can't really pick up all their items again. This is going to be really good for risk fighting. Is this only in wilderness? Actually, I don't even see. If this is only wilderness, this better be in PvP. I'm hoping this is going to be PvP. It says in the wilderness, but I'm hoping this is in PvP as well. If this is not in PvP, that's going to be stupid. That's just honestly going to be dumb. Let's just hope it's going to be PvP as well. So the next one is actually really big for single PKing. Right now, if you're in a big team and you are about to die, if you're full TB or whatever, 5-minute TB, and you're about to die, you can pretty much get your teammates to drop your brews, let's say in a specific area. If you're about to die, you can drop a whole bunch of brews. If you have at least like 5 members just dropping you brews, that's at least like 50 brews on the floor, and there's no way that guy is going to not pick up any of them. So the guy who's tanking the team, or the tanking the full, will be able to pick up like a few brews and instantly pretty much not die, because if you have at least like 3 brews, you're just not going to die anymore. So this is going to like prevent that, so that people that are in like huge teams won't have the biggest advantage of never dying because they're able to drop brews for the other teammates. So I guess this makes single PKing a lot, I guess, better in the long run, just so that people just can actually get kills now. Definitely think it's something that should be changed. Next is the Lava Dragon Bone prayer experience. This is, I guess, why not? I mean, I don't really PK in multi. I feel like this is going to be good for multi. Actually, I don't really multi-PK at all, so I wouldn't really know. I'm going to vote yes to this because I don't see this being, inefficient. I mean, I don't see it being efficient to actually bury bones over here rather than go to an altar, so I guess, yeah, I'll vote yes to this, why not? I guess this one's kind of a big one. Items kept on death. So right now, items kept on death work by the alc value rather than the GL value. Previously worked by the G value. This game, it goes by alc value. So how this would change is, instead of it being kept by alc value, it would be kept on G value. This, I'm kind of, I don't really know. I don't think I'm going to vote on this. It's kind of annoying having things on alc value, but then again, if things are off G value, personally, when I was a 60 tag Zerker, I used to go for the max DS spec, which is a 40-40, and I spent like 50 mil worth of beat rings. I'm not going to be biased just because of that reason, but I know a lot of people are going to just risk beat ring with one item, and especially with like voiders, they're going to be able to risk like, I guess, an archer's ring as well, instead of like, since most of them don't really bring anything, and just, I feel like, I'm not too sure I'm going to vote on this, honestly. I feel like this should be, I just don't really know what this is going to be. I can't really have a good opinion on this. I mean, I guess benefits will be you can PK with like a bearing as your +1, and then just like things like a Dragon Warhammer, like, or Abyssal, or the Abyssal Dagger, like you can't really hybrid with those things because the Mystic Top Deck's over it. I guess that's going to be good for that, but then it's also going to be, people are going to be risking like, I guess they're going to be using the bearing. I feel like those things will crash as well, because since it's like a +1, no one really uses them, so there's no point in buying multiple of them. So I'm really not too sure on this. I might vote yes, I might not. I'm probably gonna just not vote on it at all, so we'll see. I'll probably click on the third option, whichever one that is. But yeah, I feel like that's all the PvP updates, or the PvP. That's the whole PvP dev blog. I feel like this is a pretty good dev blog. They had pretty good updates for quality of life, I guess. I was hoping they'd put in some PvP armors in there, but whatever. I feel like if they made a proper dev blog for PvP armors, I wonder what it would have, because I feel like the problem with it last time is it didn't have a proper dev blog, and just like people didn't really know too much about it, but whatever. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this kind of video. If they make the poll, and if it's any different, I might make the video depending on the feedback on this, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully most of these things pass. Hopefully not many people hate the PvP community, and some of these things will pass, because some of these items, some of these polls really need to pass, which will be really good. Like Untrail is a big one. I feel like most of them are a big one. Skipped, I mean, none of these are really too big, I guess. The item drop on death is pretty big. These things are pretty big. And then this, I don't even know what I'm gonna vote on this, but yeah, that's just, I guess, not too bad of an update. I'm really curious to know how this is gonna pass a poll, or if it's will pass a poll. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll probably see you next time on the next one if I make a video eventually. I know it's gonna take me like a year to make the next one, but yeah.